everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the sound system demo of the 2021 Nissan Armada and its 13-speaker Bose audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at sample tracks, audio inputs, audio controls, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay demonstrations. We're going to get out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling. I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a look at the truck. Look in here, this is the newly facelifted Nissan Armada. So it's got some stylish new looks and some new interior upgrades as well. Other than that, pretty basic to how the truck has been for quite a few years now. If you want to see more on the Armada, check the links in the description. We have a few other videos on it. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do these tests with the sound settings set to their factory defaults, so let's take a look at those now. Coming in here, the newer, more updated Nissan Infotainment system. You can see you've got kind of your main screen on the left here, and then a little bit of an auxiliary screen on the right. So let's go to settings, sound. You have bass, treble, fader, and balance, and then it's speed sensitive volume, and that is it. So let's go through bass and treble now. So as you can see, there's also a way to control down here, a little rotary knob that's gained some functionality recently, but very much a touch screen as well. For audio inputs here in the Armada, go back to the audio screen, you have AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, USB-A and USB-C down here. You've got Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto, and that is it. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, you don't have a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. You also don't have any sort of disc player. Not the end of the world, but for audio files it would be nice to see. Another thing to note is you can do Apple CarPlay wirelessly, but you cannot do wireless Android Auto. I don't know why they were able to get one but not the other, but that's Nissan for you. For audio controls, you have a nice volume knob right here, easy to turn, good detents. Then you've got audio adjustments on the left side of the steering wheel. For track selection, you can use this knob, you can use these buttons. If you're on the now playing screen, you can use the touch screen, or you can use the left side of the steering wheel as well. I appreciate that the volume controls and the track selection controls are right next to each other. You can use them with the same hand. Speaker locations here in the Armada. It is a 13-speaker Bose system, but I'm a little confused as to exactly what they're calling a speaker, and I'll show you why here. Starting off in the left, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've looked in here with my flashlight, and there's definitely only one speaker in there. Then you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, same thing, there's only one speaker in this whole grill. And then if we go around to the back, then way back here for the third row there's 10, 11, and then there's a subwoofer that makes 12. But that says there's a 13-speaker system, so one of two things is going on. Either there's another set of 2 speakers up there hiding somewhere that's actually 4 speakers, and then it comes out to 13 and the subwoofer is counted separately, or they're counting the amplifier as a speaker, in which case I think that's pretty lame. Or I guess there's also a possibility that maybe there's 2 speakers technically in the subwoofer, so that's why they're counting 13. Either way, it's a little confusing, but speaker counts don't make or break a system anyway. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto demonstrations. Now, because you can't actually do wireless Android Auto, I don't have a cable for my Android phone at this moment, so the Android Auto demonstration will be a little bit once we're on the road, but we can do Apple CarPlay right now. Let's go home, and then Apple CarPlay right there. There you go, you've got a nice high-resolution display. You can go in and see your maps, even though they're not loading right now. Music, settings, and your home screen right there. You can either get back to the main screen by clicking Nissan, or down here, just hit the home button. All right, let's fire it up and get on the road. At 70, we'll turn the music down and listen to the Armada at speed. Fairly subdued in here. We registered about 72 decibels on our rudimentary phone decibel reader. Some people like to poke fun at Bose and say something along the lines of no highs, no lows, must be Bose. And that's not true for all Bose systems, but this system is a good example of that. Listening to this song, there's nothing crisp up top, and anything down low is sloppy. You're not getting any of that moving power of the bass line. Just listen. It's way too centered in the mid-range. And because there's no mid-range adjustment, you can't do anything about that. You can't drop it down or anything. This next one, turn the bass all the way up. See how that sounds. Response, I'm getting some mirror shakeage, but with a dedicated subwoofer and a 13 speaker Bose audio system here in the Armada. It's cars like this that give Bose a bad rep. You could drive a Mazda or a new Corvette or something that has Bose and be like, wow, that's really good. Then you get into something like this and you're like, are you kidding me? $60,000 and I'm getting this? Objectively speaking, strictly on sound quality, to be given this about a 6 out of 10. The infotainment system does work really well when it is working. I've had 4 restarts on it today, but that's all been related to Android Auto. It doesn't play nicely with Android Auto. In fact, that reminds me, I gotta show you guys how Android Auto works. Totally forgot about that. Let's just see what happens right now. Plugging the phone in. There's our Android Auto thing. Let's click that. And there we go. We've got Waze pulled up. Hit home. You got your home menu. What else do y'all want to see? Where's Google Maps? It's up there, isn't it? Maps. So it works pretty well when it is working. Like I said, I did have a few restarts, but it seems to be working okay now, and you can see there's Google Play Music as well. Anyway, back to USB. So the infotainment system's okay, the controls are alright. I kind of like having this rotary knob once you remember to use it. But when you're paying $60,000 for a car, you gotta be getting better audio system, or at least have the option to get better audio system. So for that, this is getting a 4 out of 10, subjectively speaking, for this class and this price point. Nissan's gotta start doing better than these phoned-in Bose systems. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Armada, check the links in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always,